Hey people, injured here, 1v1. Calderis Refinery, blue side. It's Yaay, as a Plague Champion starts off range combat with a damage of a time bolter, can get melee weapons, some decent utility and support, can build turrets and repair, but is very slow. Death Guard, elite scheme in play. Red side then, Aetherion as a Warlock, melee hero that can leap into combat with some powerful spells, giving him support, disruption and offense, using his speed to go straight for that central contested VP. We do have a natural VP in the south for Yaay, and a natural in the north for Aetherion. Look for the Warlock to try and get onto that southern VP now and then, maybe when he forces off the Chaos stuff. CSM into some Heretics, and Banshees into some more Dire Avengers. Banshees will be looking to get on the CSM using those power melee weapons to chop them down, and Heretics will be looking to get on the, well, everything really. They like fighting Dire Avengers, and they'll get stuck into Banshees if asked to. In a default state though, it's going to be a dicey fight. We do have Heretics on the west side and Dire Avengers on the east side. So contested power for both. Warlock easily able to cap that before anything got close to the mid. Plague Champion coming over here to try and shoot him down, I think. But he'll probably get that cap quite easily and then tie him up, and then the Plague Champion can't really do much. That might force the first fight actually, because then the Heretics will join, and then the CSM will join, and then the Banshees will follow them in. Here we go. Warlock gets his jump. Plague Champion can't really do much in melee combat in his default state. So let's see this first fight play out. Dire Avengers will target those Heretics. There's the Destructor. Got them pretty nicely. Heretics are going to have a dicey fight now. Banshee's getting in too. Taking some shots from the Plague Champion. Trying to dodge the Doom Blast. Couldn't quite do it, but did avoid some damage there. CSM will drop a model, I think. At least one. Can they get another? Nope. But a win. An early win for Aetherion there. Yaay maybe should have backed off that fight a little bit sooner, but he didn't want to just instantly retreat off and concede his power there, I guess. Havoc's on the way for Yaay. What have you spent your power on, Aetherion? Is it War Gear? Nothing yet. I wonder if he'll get the oh, he does. Gets the Merciless Switchblade first. 35 power investment. Needs to make that pay off, because he's got it up before a Shuriken or anything. He might get Rangers though once he sees these Havocs. They have a heavy bolter by default, suppression weapon. These guys are a setup team, which means they need to set up their weapon before firing with a limited firing arc. There you see it. Dire Avengers backing the head off because they don't want to get suppressed. Oh, there we go. And some repairs for the node. Plague Champion and those Heretics are both repair units. Why the Plague Champion repairs? I don't understand. But hey, that's what we got. Heretics moving in on the power gens. Can't actually all get into that fight there. This guy's upset. They do have gas masks though, but which is handy because the Plague Champion not that big on personal hygiene, it turns out. Heretics making those Dire Avengers back off. Are they going to actually cap? They are. A ton of war on the CSM helps them pick off those Dire Avengers quicker. Banshee's doing their thing. They dropped a couple of models though. No grenade in retreat for the Dire Avengers. Don't have their aspect yet. Gives them such a nice upgrade. Havoc's getting right in their face. But here comes that Warlock. And he's got his Merciless Switchblade. Big chunks of damage. Like 130 per hit. 65 DPS. And a crazy special. Look at this guy. Going absolutely ballistic. Taking out two of those models like it's nothing. Also drains energy on hits. And provides a ranged knockdown with his ranged attack. Awesome stuff. Just jumping over things to smack around some CSM now. Aggressive Warlock play. Had to get the Havocs out of there and did so. And he's still on the CSM here. Is he going to get another model? Some Nurgle worship. Warlock is being shot up and Rangers on the field as you see. Oh, I was going to go down, I think, Warlock. Just as I said, he was doing so well, down he goes. He has dropped some Dire Avengers too. I wasn't actually paying attention to that, but it might be this clump of dead Dire Avengers here. Was not paying attention to that at all. 459, 466 on the VP's 2-to-1 cap for Yaay. Keeping the pressure up. Now the Warlock's down. That's a big deal. Shuriken Cannon. Can he get a power bash? Nope, he's just going to pressure these Rangers, who are split up strangely. Trying to infiltrate. There we go. They're hidden now. Plague Champion looking for them, I think. Takes out a model. Oh, but they take out a model. Aspiring Champion with his heretic friend trying to very slowly bash power. Does the Plague Champion get away? Does not get away. So both of the heroes going down. Both relatively sloppy losses, I think. Warlock, of course, trying to chase those CSM, but got too deep. Should have recognized the threat of the heretics there, alongside the Plague Champion's damage over time bolts are taking him down. Some reinforcing for Yaay to do then. That's for sure. Not sure if the Dire Avengers that were lost had the aspect of the Avenger up, because it was being purchased on something. It must have been those fellas over there. Heretics probably bludgeoned them to death with their swords. Rangers looking for the cap mid, maybe. Havocs are there, though. Gonna start getting shots, I suppose. What am I hearing? Oh. Be careful, fellas. They've got a Plague Champion head, the Aspiring Champions, when you have Death Guard Elite Scheme, which is pretty cool. Banshees have leveled to 2 and are looking for a fight. Infiltration there from the Hollow Fields. Havocs do not want to hang around. Heretics dropping models 459 to 398. Rangers might be able to get on that VP now. Banshees caught them. There's the washout. Going to get at least one model. No, do not get one model. Turn to engage some CSM. And there's Touch of Nurgle. Not sure if Aetherion has realized. Now he has. And runs the hell away. That's a global ability of the Plague Champion would make those guys violently explode on death, which is bad news for those Banshees. Here comes the Warlock, repurchased by Aetherion. He really needs this guy in the field. Level 2. He's not too worried about the Touch of Nurgle explosion. Are we going to push up and see a power harass? I guess not. Havoc's coming back out on the field. CSM hanging out. And some heretic support there. Plague Champion still down. Goes tier 2 though. Are we going to see that quick Blood Crusher up? Maybe try and force the Bright Lance purchase, which allows your infantry units a bit more freedom to move once that suppression is off the field. Aetherion not pressuring the mid as I thought he would. He's coming east side. Doesn't want these guys bashing his power again. Could get a Destructor, follow it up with a few attacks, and those guys could die. Dire Avengers doing their thing. Again, no grenade for retreat throwing. And they do get away, and they should be safe. The Banshees here? Not that I can see. They're just coming out of base. In fact, it is a red middle VP for a 2-to-1 cap. Favouring the Eldar. Blood Crusher is on the way. Gonna need to see a response from Aetherion. Does have some options, of course, in tier 2. Fire Dragons, Haywire Grenades, Bright Lances. All sorts of good stuff. What does he go for, though? Here's the Blood Crusher on the field, nice and quick. Before Aetherion even hits tier 2. Can he make it count here with an early push forward? Rangers have spotted that guy, I think. Now he's tier 2. How does he respond? I don't see a Bright Lance on the way. Blood Crusher will just run over the Shuriken Cannon here. Breaking cover as well. Gets in there with his, I believe, 90-something DPS heavy melee. Warlock doing his thing. Needs to be careful. Good special attack. But he can't fight a Blood Crusher. Does count as a demon, so you can worship this guy for huge benefits with your heretics. Plague Champion might be trying to run on the VP there. 395, 384, nice and even on the VPs. There's a Falcon on the way for Aetherion. Does have some anti-vehicle weaponry and will provide some great assistance to the infantry units in the field. Retreating Banshees in for a dicey retreat. Oh, that'll be okay. Heretics didn't engage and nothing else seems particularly interested. There's a weird one. Could have got a model, you would think, if those CSM turned around and smacked them along with the Blood Crusher there. Rangers, bad place for you to be, fellas. Bad place. Here's that Falcon. Will provide reinforcement for the Eldar in the field. They can also jump inside it to avoid nasty things, or just generally be driven around. You don't see that often for Eldar, since they can just fleet around the battlefield anyway. Usually see them split up and do that. Rangers reinforcing in base. Not pushing alongside the Falcon quite yet. Once the Banshee's up, but that's an autocannon doing work. Autarch dropped in. It's a nice drop, but needs to push forward now. Falcon took a bunch of damage from the autocannon there. Is it going to be enough to deal with the Blood Crush? It's not taking a lot of damage right now, but it's a full retreat from yaay. Banshee's getting their X up finally. She'll have twin power swords thanks to the aspect of fleetness, and here's some Plague Marines for yaay to help him bring down the Falcon. Eldar will take mid. Triple cap here for yaay. He might get a triple against him, but there's the Blood Crusher to stop that. Terrifying fight for the Dire Avengers. Falcon will move forward, maybe get some shots. There we go. Some decent damage there. Here are the Plague Marines with a snaring missile launcher. They will be great help against the Falcon, since they can shoot it and then the Blood Crusher can try and get on rear armor, get some hits. And it won't last long if you do that. Rangers down to a single model here. Bright Lance is set up though. Big deterrent for the Blood Crusher just to run in. He's lost some health already. Their Avengers ducking inside the Falcon. They can also provide repair support. Nurgle worship for the Blood Crusher now. The Nurgle worship provides more health regen for demons compared to the other worship, since it also provides health regen to regular units. 374, 270 Banshees getting straight in there, and here comes a Warlock tying up the Havocs as you would expect. There's Touch of Nurgle though on the CSM, is it? I think. Yes, Touch of Nurgle can only go off once every, I think it's like 4 seconds or something. So if they drop multiple models in quick succession, they won't all explode. Blood Crusher might go down here. Bright Lancer's getting hits. He might be out of range now. Nope, goes down. Autarch almost went down too. So did the Banshees, but they do get out. And Chaos trying to push forward with what they have. Can he tie up those Plague Marines with something? Havoc still in play. Did the Warlock go down? He did go down. So Chaos standing firm in mid. Might see a grenade and a retreat. There's a grenade. Now tying up the Plague Marines. Oh, the Dire Avengers. Very brave Dire Avengers. Plague Marines able to get a shot though still. And now the autocannon weighing in. That was a risky play by Aetherion, but gets away with it by keeping the Falcon alive. Nurgle worship and capping. CSM down to a single model, but they'll be okay for now. Don't see a huge amount of Chaos Shrines in 1v1 play. Here comes a heavy bolter turret, strange one. Very easy to flank on this map, generally turrets in a 1v1. But we'll see how it does. He might be going for the las cannon upgrade, which is free and will do massive amounts of terrifying damage to the Falcon. And just as I said, you don't see many shrines in 1v1. Here comes a Nurgle shrine. That suggests maybe he's going for the las cannon, because if it was las cannon-y, the Banshees could run in and chop it up, but this will suppress them. Plague Champion now with his Plague Fist. It's not a las cannon yet. 331, 247 on the VPs. Banshees might look for a cap. No, looking for a fight, I think. CSM are there. They can now reinforce off this worship shrine. It's up to Aetherion to try and crack that defense over there. Falcon has been repaired up. Dire Avengers now have their squad leader, Exarch, and a grenade for sure with their aspects. Going for the decap, which looks crazy to us. That's because he can't see everything we can. Autarch dropped in again. Banshees and Rangers alongside. Rangers disrupting the Havocs, but those Dire Avengers are in a bad way. using Embolden to try and stay in that fight. They did get the decap though. Shrine and turret. He's kept it as a heavy bolter. He's not gone for the las cannon. And you can see it doing work there for him. Plague Champion taking a hell of a lot of damage. Level 3 Rangers packing a punch there. Couldn't stay in that fight though. Might be better for Aetherion to mop up these flanks, just cap everything up and bash this. Try and draw the Chaos units out. Do see a Bright Lance on bashing duty on that west side. And there's a 2-to-1 again. Are we going to push against the VP though here, Mr. Chaos? Nope, he's hanging out. Get some heals off that shrine. Again, Armor of Pestilence too. Tier 3 for Aetherion. A Fire Prism would be tempting, although with the anti-vehicle on the field, certainly be under threat. Heretics are going to catch these Rangers, are they? Oh, they Doom Blasted when the actual Heretic models are too far away. The Aspiring Champion himself obviously will not Doom Blast, but he's not a moron. Banshees doing a great job tanking some damage there and chopping up some CSM. Autarch jumping in to heal them, and down they go. Nicely done, Banshees. Yaay keeping those guys in the fight way too long. Maybe he might have been like, was he waiting for a touch of Nurgle or something? Not sure. Maybe it was on cooldown. Bright Lance now bashing this side, and Yaay slow to respond. We still have this heavy bolter turret. Still have the shrine too. These guys hanging out. Oh, Autarch jumping in. What's she up to? Going for the turret. Sneaky, sneaky Eldar. Here come the Banshees too. But they look how quickly, or rather from how far away that shrine will suppress your stuff. Autocannon is turned to face them. That's touch of Nurgle Heretics too. Bad news. Autarch lives though. She does live. Falcon now getting shots on the Plague Marines. They might turn to engage it here. Right Lance was retreating through very awkwardly, but a great... Oh, I was going to say, a great save by the Rangers getting that kinetic pulse. I'm not sure what took down the last Shuriken model there. Was it the pistols of the Heretics? The first time I've ever killed anything. Falcon in tier 3 has this great shield. This is such a pain in the ass to deal with. Yaay with a Chaos Dreadnought on the way. And he'll take back the mid. So the loss from Yaay of the CSM, he still looks pretty solid. In fact, able to set up these Havocs very nicely. Plague Marine shots setting up some autocannon hits. Might go down. Can the Plague Marines move up? They're being tied up by the Dire Avengers, so the Falcon might want to keep moving there. Looks like it's happy to stay and get some shots in. Banshees need to be tying up the autocannon, I think. Not sure why they aren't. Oh, it's the Autarch who's tying it up. Plague Champion is there, and he will certainly punch some Banshees to death with that Plague Fist. There's goes one. Triple cap now for Yaay. Aetherion, though, with a Fire Prism on the field. Great long-range fire support with a disruptive dispersed shot and a more damaging focused shot for large targets, like this guy. A Chaos Dreadnought with an autocannon up by default and a very bloated belly. What are you doing, Autarch? Are you going for the cap? Nope. Going for that turret again. Jumps on through and it's going to take it down here, I think. Did some work, though. Really did help hold up the mid. The shrine will also go down. And a Marco Zinch Chaos Dreadnought on the way. That's his anti-vehicle upgrade, which, as you can expect, is very useful against two Eldar vehicles. These guys now on repairing. There's that missile launcher. Also grants Frenzied Barrage, which I usually forget to use when I have a Marco Zinch Dreadnought because I'm an idiot. Level 3 Warlock, finally getting himself some armor. It's Providence too. That will help him cap, gives him invulnerability. You can also jump into those back lines and activate it to draw some fire. Rangers continuing to be a massive pain in the arse. Level 4 now. Here we see a pretty important fight, I think. Plague Marine's not moving up quite yet. I think it was just the Dreadnought dipping in. Autocannon sets up, but a bit too soon. Banshee's easily able to get on it there. And the Nurgle worship can't save them. There's a Noxious Cloud. Trying to target the Dreadnought where possible. Autark has her fusion gun, but she might go down, and does go down on retreat. Melee attack from the Dreadnought there. Aura of Decay sending the Banshees flying. Such a great ability. Nice little bonus for the Armor of Pestilence. Uh-oh, Banshee's in trouble. Heretics on retreat path. That's the Exarch who lives. Looks like she's going to get away too. 298, 44 on the VP. 2-1 cap for Aetherion, but he doesn't have a lot of room to make mistakes here. Touch of Nurgle Heretics. Very ambitious, trying to finish off those Dire Avengers. That was a waste of the Touch of Nurgle, I think. Ouch. Plague Champion finding some Rangers to bash. And down they go. Those guys did so well. This Dreadnought's did really well with those melee attacks so far. 281, 44. Both Eldar vehicles have sustained damage. Uh-oh. Not sure if the Dreadnought can get another hit. I guess not. 281, 44. Falcon can't tank everything. Down it goes. Was taking autocannon shots and Plague Marine shots, and this guy was able to get into melee. Plague Champion, if he can destroy that thing, that's going to be amazing. I think he'll be taken down by the Warlock here. Oh, Aura of Decay. Maybe not. Dreadnought. Can he get the last hit? Can the Banshees finish him off? That missile missed. Plague Champion did go down, and the Dreadnought goes down. That could be very, very, very vital moving forward. Yaay goes for another Chaos Dreadnought immediately. It was a big risk to chase down the Fire Prism, but it very, very nearly paid off. I think it was a risk worth taking. So if he did get that Fire Prism down, that might have been GG right there. 281, 40. 2-1 cap for Yaay, but the Banshees will cap. Depleted armies for both players here. Some frantic fighting. What was that? We do have some warp spiders on the way. Something else was momentarily queued up there for Aetherion. Not sure what it was. Plague Champion will have to be repurchased, and the Warlock level 4 with Providence and Merciless Witchblade could be the game changer here. And now Warp Throw on the way, which is a great tool to mess up these Havocs at the start of the fight and then tie them up. And that's basically it. They got to be off the field after that. Nothing you can do about Havocs getting Warp Thrown into Banshees and stuff, unless you Touch of Nurgle them. Double Chaos Dreadnoughts here for Yaay. Mark of Tzeentch on the first one. Might see the second one stay default, or maybe even Mark of Khorne to be very scary for those Banshees. Here's the Warp Spider getting their Haywire Grenade from the Aspect. Banshee's not waiting, getting stuck in right now. See that red debuff circle? That's the passive speed reduction that Plague Marines impose on nearby enemies. They do get away. Nice little harassment there from the Banshees. Got the Falcon off. Got the Havocs off the field, I should say. Heretics taking a lot of damage. Here's the double Chaos Dreadnoughts. There's the Haywire, shutting down the weapons of this Mark of Tzeentch Dreadnought. Grenades unable to finish off the Heretics there. 240, 33. He's only got 33 VPs to play with here. Aetherion got tons of red. Can he catch these double Dreadnoughts in a Eldritch Storm? They are close together. It could be a thing that happens. Didn't happen right then though. Doesn't quite have the requisition to purchase something else. Aetherion. It might be worth just getting a Bright Lance up here. We do have a Mark of Khorne Chaos Dreadnought on the way. That is really going to complicate things. You can have two Dreadnoughts charging at him because he seems to like using this Marco Zinch guy in melee. It's generally a good choice since it'll get heavy melee attacks as well as shoot off the missiles. Warlock using Providence, giving him vulnerability, also, ouch, also providing huge amounts of energy regen and allowing his abilities to cool down constantly. Going absolutely ballistic here. Not sure what those Havocs hope to do, but it's kicking off in the mid. Haywire. Oh, I might be able to finish off the Chaos Dreadnought here with the Fire Prism, and there's an Eldritch Storm. That was a good hit. Can he take out both of these Dreadnoughts? He might be able to. Fire Prism switches targets, doesn't even need to move. That's the range of this thing. Yeah, both Dreadnoughts going down here. Haywire and Eldritch, enough to set it up. Blood Rage is activated to give it some damage resistance, but it's not going to be enough. Down it goes. Is that GG? It's still 3 units versus 3 units, but a great play from Aetherion. And I didn't kill the Havocs, they're still alive. They champion back on the field, level 6 now. But he's getting the mid, 134 to 33 on the VPs. It's close. Very close. City Council now on the way. Oh, GG says yay. Doesn't feel like he could come back here. He's very much lacking in requisition. Eldar are apparently broken. And there's a concede by Yay. After the double Dreadnought loss. Didn't feel like he could come back. And with Seer Council on the way, I think he's right. They would have ripped through everything Yay had pretty much. And Aetherion pulling it out the bag with that double Dreadnought kill. Had a level 6 Plague Champion. We had a level 6 Warlock too. And he made the difference at the end. Putting the pressure on the Havocs, meaning that they couldn't join that fight. And also got the cap on the VP, of course. Thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time.